Welcome to Lawfolds Farm, episode 29, with me, Mr. Sealy P. I am over at Lewis. The rain is still absolutely bucketing down. I said about buying a field over here. I have talked about greenhouses and I have got manure over here, etc. So I've decided I'm going to buy this field here. Now it has corn in it. Corn I can use for the pigs. It is ready to harvest, but obviously there's no contracts available because it's pouring with rain. And they only want 152,000 for the field. Now my green bar for James Harris is up as far as it will go, so I'm not going to get this field any cheaper from him. Plus it's got a crop in it, so you know what? It's well worth it. I now own this field. Field number 4 is mine, right next to Lewis Farm. So what I will do when I get a chance is I will harvest the crop. That will go into storage for the pigs. I'm not going to use this for silaging. This will all be for the pigs, which means now that field 11, which is way over yonder, once that's ready, that will all be silaged now. I won't need any of that for the pigs because I've got this. But it does also mean I've got quite big runoff areas here. I might stick some greenhouses along here, along this strip. Hopefully my vehicles will still turn around when I'm preparing this field. They should fit in here, I hope. So the best thing I can do now is try that out. So I want to go on to placeables and greenhouses. So I'm going to go with a couple of each, I think. Minus 11. Wow, that's a lot of slots. Okay. Right, so let's rotate that round, I think. Which side do I need? I need this side facing forward because that side's the one that's got the water and the manure placement. Now I need to rotate myself around so I can see whether it's straight or not. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. How far can I get into the bushes? There, probably. Right, 1. I'm going to look at the front. 2. Come back out. Lettuce 1. That way round. Hopefully that's straight. Looks fairly straight to me. And one there. Okay, I now have greenhouses. Fantastic. With nothing in, unfortunately. So I'm going to need some manure, I'm going to need some water. Fill these up, and let's get something in them. And hopefully this rain will stop at some point. Like I say, they are empty at the moment. Once I get some manure in them and or some water, I should be fine. Ooh. It's like Star Trek. Nice. Okay. That will be a job to do. Well, I was hoping to take a lovely photograph of my new greenhouses, but the weather's rubbish. So I might have to wait to do that. But I can get some water in them straight away. Let's get that open. If I get the bucket, I can probably get some manure in as well, actually. What a day. Oh, it's all hidden behind there. Okay. Just put that around the corner for the time being. In here. Don't actually know how much manure I've got. Haven't checked. But I should have some. Cows have been going for a while. Let's have a look in here, shall we? Well, everything's ready to harvest. If it wasn't for this rain. Right, cows, right hand side. Manure. So say 36,000, 35,000. Yeah, plenty. Right. Let's go for a full bucket, shall we? We're having a few problems with the Lady Juno at the moment. I don't know if it's because the grass is full for the cows, but it won't get rid of what's in it for some reason. I don't know why. So I've been having to scoop up any spare grass and putting it over in the barn just over there, which is a bit annoying. So I'm hoping it's just because I've overfilled the grass. Once they've eaten some, that will start picking up again, but yeah, it's a bit frustrating. Okay. Let's have a go first. I'll do the water and then we'll go along and we'll do manure. Hopefully I can get close enough that it will let me do it. Instant vegetables. Although I had this problem before. I don't know if it's because it needs manure, but I think I had it on Chellington. There's no tomatoes on there. Plants, but no red tomatoes, so it might be because it needs manure. We'll see once I get manure. I think I'm going to need to top this up. Monster lettuce. They are huge, to be fair. Yep, definitely going to need to fill this up. What I could do with, or what they could do with, I mean they'd probably have it on PC, I would imagine, is like a water standpipe. You can just put a standpipe next to you or something. I know I've got the water things only just over here, I'm just being incredibly lazy. I know you can have the water tower as well, but the water tower seems a bit excessive. Just to, you know, something small, just a little standpipe. That's all I need. I'm pretty sure it's over here somewhere. There we go. Wouldn't dream of drinking it. I think I'm mad. Okay, top last little bit up. I'd probably get some more along this field actually. If I'd have been a bit more careful with spacing them, I probably could have got them closer together and get some more in. I'm just thinking if I did wood chipping, every load of wood chips at 60,000, that's another 2 greenhouses. It's an idea. Might have a whole row of them along here. Little market garden, why not? Right, where am I going? Right, what we'll do, let's just disconnect that for a minute. Completely forgot about the manure. Now these before on various maps on FS15 had a horrible trigger point and it was really difficult to get the trigger just right. So I'm hoping this is going to be a little bit easier. We're about to find out, aren't we? That's better. That takes a fair bit of manure, I'll be honest. Wow. I'm going to need some more manure. That is not full. Okay, while I'm off doing that, take the water back and put that over by the cows again. By the water trough anyway. We are technically by the cows. A new element to add to the farm. It doesn't pay a huge amount in all honesty. It's not like it's, you know, mega money, but it's a bit of income. Even if it pays a little bit towards wages or fuel or fertiliser, it's a bit of extra money at the end of the day. And it's also something to do while it's pouring with rain. Okay, another full load. I think we backwards and forwards a little bit here. No downside, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how it works on 17 actually. And on 15, you couldn't fill up a trailer with manure and tip into those. It would only come out of a bucket. It would make life easier if you could just fill up a trailer with manure and tip it in with that, but I don't suppose it will let you. I haven't tried in all honesty. I might try that off screen, give it a go and see if it works. If it does, you can always have a trailer sitting there full of manure. Just tip whenever you need to. That would be easy, wouldn't it? Excellent. Next one. And let's see if we get red tomatoes by putting manure in. Or whether it takes a bit of time, or I'm not too sure. Or whether it's just on FS17 you don't get the red tomatoes on. I know you always did on 15. Or whether it's just PS4, or don't know. More manure needed. Nope, no red tomatoes. Well, that's interesting. Right, you don't need to see the last bit. I'll do that. And there we have it, the last one being filled up. And we are done. All the greenhouses watered and manured. Brilliant. Go and put that last little bit back. Don't need that at the moment. Great. That's another job dealt with. I thought while I was in the telehandler, putting the stuff away, I'll grab the bale grab and actually sort this out because I said it needed doing. Actually, let's extend that out a little bit. I'm not quite sure. It's really difficult to judge the distance. Whoa, hang on. Right, let's close that on that. Oh, I've got the wrong one. Brilliant. That was interesting. Maybe I managed to get the wrong one. It's going by the shadow, I think. Let's try that again. There we go. Oops. Not quite sure how this is going to work, but that's all over the place. I don't normally do this kind of work in cab. Normally a bit more resistance to it. Right, I'm going to put it in here. There are some others in here already and they are not particularly neat, I'll be honest. So this is just going to be a case of putting them down somewhere. Yeah, there's one on its side. Brilliant job. Okay. That's one done. Let's see how we go on with the next one. To be fair, it wasn't too bad. I didn't make too much of a hash of it. Although I might do this time, lining up. Let's try and straighten myself up a little bit. Right, let's open it out. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Try and bring it in a little bit. Am I way off? Yeah. God, it's really hard to judge distance. Right, let's try it again. Still seems miles off. That's a bit better. Okay, let's try that, shall we? No. It wasn't so bad. I'm not a complete failure. What's I put on top? Yeah, whatever. Oh, that's going to go on top of there. Oh, I don't know. Hang on. Haha! Success. That was alright. That was right till I hit a wall. Let's just see where that wall is. There we go. Avoid the wall this time. Job done. Okay. And that's those taken off, which means the lorry's now freed up to go wherever it needs to go. Pallets are in there and I can use them whenever I need to now if I do another poplar harvest at some point. I'll get these controls. I've said this before, because it's all on the right joystick, the slightest little movement in the wrong direction, it all goes wrong. Right, let's get this back over to Lewis, because that's that job done. I'm thinking I might get the weeder over to field 11. Actually, what we'll do Yeah, let's do that, I think. So it's pointing down. I know it's not a spike, but I don't want to hit anything, do I? Oh, that's a good angle. Brilliant. Oh, I'm just going to go for it. Pull out in front of traffic. Sorry. Right. Gets back to Lewis. Another job done. It's probably not the best job to be doing in the pouring rain, but I can't do any harvesting. I might set, like I said, I might set the weeder off, but I think if I fill up one of the trailers, or this trailer, with wood chips, then at least I've got it sitting here ready. Then if I get a good price, I can sell it. Why not? Perfect in amongst all the foliage. The rain continues unabated. It's more like a deluge now than just rainfall. Wonderful. I could speed up time, but you know. That said, I might well speed up time. This rain just carries on and carries on. It's going to drive me bonkers. So we'll see how we go. I'll probably give it a little bit longer. And if it doesn't stop, then chances are I will speed up time a little bit. Big old tree, that one. Trailer is filling up nicely. Okay. Another tree. Probably just nicer staying in the cab out of the rain. unfortunately. I have things to do. We have a full trailer. There's probably a little bit stored in here because the conveyor belt stopped before I finished the second tree. But that's what I said before, 2 trees to fill the trailer. That's a 59,000 litre trailer with wood chips. When the price is good, that's going to be 64, 66,000. Like I said as well, if this is the first one you've watched of these, it is on easy for various different reasons. Go back to the start, watch from the start of the Let's Play, episode 1. And the price is pretty good on Lawfolds, to be fair, so it's a lot of money for wood chips. But what I am going to do is just jump in here and cover it up, because I'm not going to sell it straight away, and those wood chips will get incredibly soggy sitting there. I'm trying to think of a job to do now. Sorted out unloading the stuff off the low loader, got myself some greenhouses, done the water, done the manure in them, brought this over here, did a bit of wood chipping, filled that up, ready for a rainy day. Yeah. What else? Oh, that's right, I was going to bring the weeder over to field 11. That's the next job. Which way are we going to go? As the crow flies. I need a tractor with row crops. Oh, I could have used the massive I do it every time I'm in the massive Ferguson. Could have used the case, I suppose. Bit of overkill really for doing a bit of weeding, isn't it? Let's be honest. Okay, let's go over to field 11. Now some of field 11 is ready and some of it isn't, so I'll just weed the bit that is ready and wait for the rest. The rain can only be good for their crops, can't it? Okay, so we are here at field 11. The rain is still coming down. Not the word I want to use, but the rain is just coming down constantly. Right, I'll see if I can set a worker, because it doesn't always work. It is working. Okay. That's good. So, like I say, the first part of the field's ready, the rest isn't, so I'm hoping that by the time I've done a little bit, it might mean I just have to stop it and then wait till the rest is ready, but this should put it on its final fertilising state, so that I will check on the map now. I went the wrong way. No, I didn't. Soil composition, let's have a look right up the top of field 11. Yep, it's gone on to dark blue. So, final fertilising state, which means that can now be left to grow, or at least it will be once it's ready for. Look now at growth. You see this section here is ready on the next growth stage. This section isn't. I'm not quite sure why it's done that. I think just the time it took to seed the field, it's just doing it in patches. But anyway, this will continue until the weeding's done, and this can be left to grow, and this will be a bumper silage harvest, but it might be one that I'll do off screen, not necessarily the harvesting, but I think the selling of it, because that took ages before, and that you don't need to see another episode of that. all you need to see is the finances at the end of it, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be well worthwhile, especially if I get a good price. I think I got 166.99 before. If it went higher than that, I mean, blimey, the sky's the limit really. I think I had just under 1 million litres when I did it last time. That was on the smaller fields. This one, I reckon I'm going to easily get more than 1 million litres. But I'm wondering on whether or not, next time I do it, when I do this field, in whether or not to lease the the Krone Big X 1100 pack. The header's wider. I think it's a 10.5, I think. Whether or not to install that mod and see if that header will fit onto my New Holland forage harvester. It will just make doing the silage harvest quicker, that's all. That's all I'm thinking. Saving a bit of time. Do need to close these gates actually. I'll hop out, let the worker carry on with that. Sorry, I'm blocking it. Let's close that gate. That's from where I was whizzing through to the to Aberdeen grain. Right, let him carry on. Well, the sun has finally come out, the rain has stopped. The weeder is going along quite nicely. I'm probably going to get one more pass up this field before I have to stop the weeder and then allow the rest of the crop to grow. It's all going rather well. I am at the end of this episode for today on Lawfolds. A lot of work done in the rain, new greenhouses, moving equipment around and getting this weeding started. And I have come to a decision based upon the feedback that I received on my first look map tour on Manured Farm that I posted yesterday. If you haven't seen it, whiz over, have a look. I am going to be knocking the Old Stream Farm on the head, and I'm going to be doing a Let's Play series on Manured Farm, which is kind of apt as today is St Patrick's Day, so I've decided to do an Irish map in County Louth. That's what I'm going to do. Even a lot of people that have posted on my comments saying they like the Old Stream Farm, but they would like to see a Let's Play on Manured. The overwhelming consensus was do Manured Farm. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So the next episode that I do will be from Manured. I've just got to decide what I'm going to start off with, how I'm going to get the farm going, and kind of go from there. I like the Old Stream Farm, I really do. It's a great map, liked it right from the outset. Had a few issues, a few glitches with it, which was a bit annoying. But one of those things, it happens, especially on consoles, and it would appear especially on PlayStation. But a lot of those issues were resolved. Black Sheep modding map, and it's a cracker. I really did like it. Do like it. I mean, at the end of the day, I'll probably go back on and play it in my own spare time. Not that I have much of that, but I will probably go on it, and unfortunately much the same as Chellington, it's sat there mothballed, and I may go back to it at some point, I hope, in the future. But as new maps are coming out, it would be churlish of me not to have a go on another one. I can't become too attached to the maps I'm playing on, otherwise I would do one Let's Play series and carry on doing it for hundreds and hundreds of episodes, which would get boring for you and probably boring for me. So there you go. If you do like the Old Stream Farm, I do apologise, but I'm sure you'll enjoy Manured Farm. It's a cracking map, really really good one. I'm looking forward to starting on it. So there we go. That said, yeah, Lawfolds is going well. I'm going to keep this one going because this is a larger map, big open fields, and I can use some big machinery. Manured Farm's a medium to small size map, so it'll be smaller equipment, smaller machinery on a smaller scale, not quite as small as the Old Stream Farm, but it will give me a bit of a comparison between two types of map and two types of terrain, etc. So before this gets to the end and decides to turn around and start weeding a part of the field that doesn't need weeding, I will stop it when it gets to the end. But as I said before my ramble on about changing maps, it is the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share the video, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, as always, thanks for watching.